What's up, all you cool kids? This is Daisy Collins coming at you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. And as I do every day, we are here making more junk journal related projects. That's what I do here on my channel. So if that's what you're into, do hit that subscribe button so that you do not miss an episode. I post a new video pretty much every single day. Today, what we're making is this really pretty. Hey, Patricia, welcome, girl. Making this really pretty trim. I've been making trim these past couple days, but this one I decided to pleat the fabric. So that is what we're going to be doing today. I'm using these really long sheets of music paper. You can use, of course, any type of paper that you want, any length. These are just super really long. And I'm using 1-inch paper strips, so that's their size. And then I'm using 1-inch pieces of lace, and then 3/4 inch piece of fabric. If I could, I would make this 1/2 inch, but this one's 3/4 of an inch. It would look cuter with 1/2 inch, but here we go. So first we are going to sew the lace on to the book paper. And we're going to do this. I'm going to use a zigzag stitch and make it kind of long and kind of wide. Okay, I'm only going to need one piece of lace for this paper. Awesome. So here we go. Let me just sew that on. Okay. So now I have my lace sewn on to the book paper. So now I'm going to start the whole pleating process. And I'm just going to use, I'm going to actually use a straight stitch for this part. And I'm going to use it on the longest setting. And what we're going to do, excuse me, you lay the little piece of fabric in the middle of both, but you do want to have a little bit of book paper showing. This is where, I mean, if I could, I would go back and use 1/2 inch instead of 3/4. So I have a little piece of cardboard here. You could use a debit card or a credit card that you have laying around, or, you know, one of those membership cards. And we're just going to use that to make our first ruffle. But we're going to use this to make, well, they're pleats, I guess. We're going to use this to make all the pleats. So here's the next one. And then as soon as you get into that one, the pleat before it, you make the next one. So as soon as I go one into this one, I'm going to put in the next pleat. But here I went a little bit too far in. I think I did 2 on that one. So this trim is not as fast as the other trims, because of course it has this pleating effect that's going to take a while to do. I guess this one's going to be kind of messed up. Okay, so we're trying to make them all uniform size, but we're also trying to stay in the middle. We'll kind of go crooked so you can kind of move it so that you're in the middle. Now, I've done these ruffles before, but I have not made them into this trim. The idea hit me earlier. I think yesterday is when the idea hit me. I was like, oh, I can make little pleats with the fabric. And you know what? Yes, I can. And it looks adorable. So here, actually, I'm going to hold this last ruffle. And I'm going to put a piece of fabric underneath it. So that way it gets sewn. Oops. I pulled it. Don't pull it. Make sure it stays in there. Go ahead, do the, okay, make sure you got one stitch already in that pleat before you grab the next one. Again, like I said, this will go faster as you go along, as you get used to it. But this is not this is not a fast project, but it looks cute, so that's what matters. Beauty is pain, right? Right? Okay. So let's get this fabric in. I have just been on a scrap binge, trim binge here on my channel, I'll be making a lot of trim because I'm completely out of it, so I have to make some for myself. Okay, so we're about to run out of this fabric. Let's get a new piece. Here's this one right here. This little piece is cute, and we'll just lay it down here underneath. Let's see here. I gotta make this one. Lower that. Put in that one. Okay, so right before it ends, then we're gonna put in a new piece of fabric, either on top or below the last piece of fabric. And then we can make a ruffle. And you gotta keep your fabric kind of in the middle. So I'm saying this is not a quick project, unfortunately. And then I haven't done this in a while, so of course that's going to take me long. But like I said, once you get used to it, you will see what you got to do. And of course, I'm working with the camera right in front of my face, so that kind of slows me down a little bit too. Put in the next ruffle. Next one. And the next one. Just keep doing that. And of course, this is for junk journal, so it does not have to be perfect at all. Don't think that it does. Don't strive for perfection. It'll just drive you crazy. Of course, you could measure these out or whatever if you really wanted to. Okay, I think it's going pretty well. Okay, we're almost done with this piece. I just need the smallest little end to it here. Okay, that little piece of cardstock here, cardboard. Okay, this is the last ruffle or pleat. Oop, and then it didn't happen. Okay. That's fine too, I suppose. So here is my little trim. And it has lots and lots of little ruffles. Hey, Deline. I just decided that today was the day to add ruffles to my project. So that only took me 8 minutes. That only took me 8 minutes. Not bad. And of course, you can go back in here and you can use a fancy stitch. Or in my case, I just kind of stitched it again. But maybe we can do a couple of, well, actually I should do it the other way. Some of the ruffles would be going, yeah, that'd be easier. I always like to add different little stitches just to make it a little bit more interesting. Hey, Leticia. My sister's in San Antonio. It's humid there. Oh my God. But I love it. Texas is a fun place. Okay, so here is what we have. Like I said, I like to do a couple stitches just to make it a little bit more interesting. So that's what I've done here, is just add in more. If you want them to be a little bit fluffier, then, just a single line would work. If you want them to be a little fluffier, you can get a little bit crazy with the lines on this in the same place. But this so far, and then I can connect these together. Or keep them separate, because this is pretty much good for one page. So let's go on with the next one. Again, I have my piece of book paper. And I'm going to sew some lace onto it using my little zigzag stitch here. Yeah, I bet it's hot. I keep telling myself it's almost over. That's what I keep doing. Oh, actually, I need another piece of lace. What am I doing? Hello. Okay, lay the lace on top. Okay, so here's the lace. And I'm just going to make a little zigzag stitch right here because the lace kind of separates right here. So just to make it one solid piece. Okay. So now that we got that, we got to do our ruffles. So again, we're going to start. And it just really bothers me that this is not straight. Okay. So we're going to start right here. Again, placing the piece of fabric in the middle. This is a 3/4 inch fabric, and if I could, I'd go back and do 1/2 inch. But that's just me. And I guess I've decided to go with the zigzag stitch for this one, just because that's what it's doing. I forgot to change it. Oh well. It's okay. Okay. And now we got to add another piece of lace. I mean, what I meant to say was fabric. See, the thinner, it looks cuter when it's thinner with this size paper, but we want 3/4 inch just so we can keep it all the same. Okay. Ooh, I pulled it away. I pulled it away. Okay, so we got some in there. Let's get this ruffle or pleat or whatever you want to call it. More in here. Again, this is just a piece of cardstock here. This is not, or cardboard of a cereal box here. Who's here? Lori. Hey, Lori. I also have a Project Runway edition, but yours has more stitches. You know, every time they come out with a new one, they want to add a couple more stitches. Every time, doesn't fail. Okay. This just looks super cute. Again, not the fastest project out there. Definitely not the fastest project, but it is going to look really cute when I eventually get it done. Lift this up. I went a little bit too far. Oops, and then I went too far again. It's okay. Again, as you get used to the whole motion in the ocean over here, you'll be able to go a lot faster. So I remember making ruffles a little faster than this, but it's been a while, so see why I'm a little bit slower. I forgot the technique. Okay, let me get another piece of fabric. Use this red one. And let's see who's, there's a video where you can use a fork to make ruffle material. Ooh, fork. Sounds like an interesting technique. It's also tricky because you have to like make sure it's kind of even, kind of. Okay, next and last piece of fabric here. Okay, there we go. Now we're done. And this one I ended up doing a zigzag stitch on. Cut off the fabric here before I show you. This one is really cute. I really like this one. This one's adorable. All the cute little colors. And it's still fluffy. Let me do just a straight stitch. Just a little straight stitch here. I'm using it on the longest setting, the straight stitch. I'm just going to go down the middle. And I think I'll be happy with that. Hey, El Chiste. So, like I said, this is taking me about 15 minutes to do these two pieces. But you'll get faster as you go along. And I don't know, I'm a little bit of a texture person, so I like to touch them. I think they look cute. Yeah, the zigzag stitch actually, okay, it is kind of cute. It is kind of cute. Trapitos con material y papel. Yep. Okay, so let's do it again. We got a piece of paper. We're going to get some lace pieces. We're going to use a zigzag stitch to get the lace on. It's teal, actually. Isn't it cute? I love it too. Okay, so I need to sew this piece of lace onto this piece of book paper. Both of these are 1 inch long, or 1 inch wide, so both of them are 1 inch wide. There's that. Okay. Bye, El Chiste, y gracias por el like. Okay, so now we got the lace on the book paper. Let's get it with this fabric. I'm trying to use different kinds of fabric here. I'm not trying to use the same. I do have a lot of types of fabric in my little stash. Okay. Start a plate. And we'll start our next plate. And the next one. And the next one. See? I'm starting to get just the teeniest bit fast. Just the tiniest bit. Oh, it still has a piece of the bed sheet here at the very end. Hang on. Like a little piece of elastic. It's late, but I made a small bowl of egg drop soup. That sounds good. That sounds pretty good. It's making me hungry. Okay, let's get another piece of fabric. I'm just going to put it on top of this last one. And just do a stitch or two. Make a ruffle. Paper pleats are a little bit easier to actually get even. But I'm trying my best over here. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You guys know this is for a junk journal, so don't be so worried about perfection and stuff like that. Just go with the flow. You'll practice. You'll get better by the end of it. He'll be the best at it by the end. I'm getting a little bit too close to the edge. I'm getting way too close to the edge. It's getting a little messy right here, but that's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's okay. Hi, Dale. Dale. Okay. I'm like, I thought it was Deline again, but it's Dale. Hi, Dale. Bleach. And the last one. Okay, this one was a little bit messy. Hi, Second Chance Crafting. This one was kind of cute. Color's a little weird, but that's okay. That's what you get with scrap trim. You're going to have some weird color combos. So here's what we got. I would normally join these, and I might. I probably will. But these are pretty much big enough for one page. These pieces that I've made so far. Again, not the fastest thing, but definitely the cutest. Definitely the cutest ever. And let me go on here with the straight stitch because I've been liking. I'm going to do it down the middle of the zigzag actually. Strike through the middle this time. I think it would be pretty with the strike through. Just make it a little bit interesting. Okay, let's go on. Let's make some more. Right, I need lace. Forgetting what it is that I need to do next. So there's only like 2 steps. Pull out a couple pieces. And I got this this lace. It was really wide lace, and I cut it down. I couldn't think of anything else to use really wide lace for, so here we are. Now, sew this lace to this book paper. Okay, that looks good. Hey, Tammy, what's up, girl? Okay, so here's my little piece. Let me just go ahead and sew this up right here with where these 2 pieces of lace are. Yeah, you guys, I'm sorry. But you know what? Kind of life has been going. Like, I've been doing stuff during the day, and I can't be here at 1 o'clock. Life keeps happening, you guys. Okay. Okay. This piece of fabric doesn't have much on it. Let's see what else I have. I feel like I don't have a very good variety of fabrics, and I don't know why I feel like that, because I do. Maybe I just haven't cut them up. Okay. Yes, I know. I feel you with that, Tammy. Hope you get back to it, girl. Let's do our first plate. Second plate. Tomorrow I'm going to be back during the day, however, at least that is the plan. It's just sometimes that by this time of night, like I want to hang out with my husband before he goes to bed, you know? So that's why I'm like, oh, 9 o'clock. Like 9 o'clock, he goes to bed by 11, so that's like his whole nighttime I'd be gone. That's why I decided to do these little nighttime or daytime lives. Okay, here's a little green piece of fabric. I just retired and my life is still crazy. Damn. I know there's never enough hours in the day. There really is never enough hours in the day. Cute. So now we gotta get another piece of fabric. Let's see, I have this one. Okay, the fabric kind of slips. Oh my goodness. Okay. Next one. Next one. Okay, I'm concentrating over here too much. I've already gotten so crooked with my stitches, but that's okay. It's a junk journal. Okay, it'll be okay. Okay, so that looks cute. It's not perfect, but hey, I never go for perfect for anything in my life. That's just the standard. It's too much. Can't deal with that stress. Okay, now I'm gonna use a straight stitch to just give it a little bit something. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. It's gonna mess up my ruffles. Okay, I'm gonna make a line right on top of the zigzag. So I think that would be cute. So this one's a little bit different. Yeah, I'm making each one kind of a little bit different with the way that I'm putting the stitches, but I still think it looks cute. So far, 30 minutes have gone by, and I have completed enough trim for about 4 journal pages. 2 journal pages, one on each side. But doesn't that look pretty with all the colors? You could definitely, instead of fabric, do this with a strip of paper. You know, paper ruffles are I find them a little bit easier than the fabric ones. So let's do that again. Let's keep it going. I have a couple more strips that I could do before my husband gets back from the laundromat and I have to go. Okay, so let's get this over here. So I have to go do, I have the grocery shop. I have no food for a week. I'm back on a diet. Woo, fun times. So I need to buy food. I've lost a pound so far. All right. My diet is called Stop Eating Cheeseburgers and Pizza, and you know what? It works great. Tell you, I've already lost a pound since Thursday. Very proud of myself. Very, very proud of myself. How do you do the paper ruffles? The same way as you're doing the fabric ruffles. Oops, I just knocked something over. Okay. Okay, here is a thinner piece of book paper. We could try it with book paper, scrapbook paper. So this is scrapbook paper here. And we're going to, again, put it in the middle. Get our little, see, and then we don't have to do it. We can do it with our hands. This one. Is this how I was doing it? I think this is how I was doing it. Oh, you know what? I was doing it with something sharp. That's not going to work out. So I'm just going to push it. Push the next one. Push the next one. Push it. Push it. Push it. And then we can get another piece of paper. I hadn't done that. Okay, here's another one. It's not the same size, but that's okay. And we're going to push it. Whoops, it kind of flew away. Whoops. Let's see. Let's fix this. So this actually had to be here. Just get your finger and just push. Oops, see? It flew back. It went backwards. I think I was using my little sharp tool, which I don't know where it went. It went somewhere. Hang on. Ugh. Okay. See, this is 1 inch. See, now this one's bigger, but whatever. Again, you get better at it as you go along. And I had another tool that was really pokey, and now I don't know where it went. That was like helping it make it easier. Last time I did this, I used my little pokey tool. But this is the easiest way. It's just to kind of shove it underneath. I'm just going to end it there. But that's how you do the paper ones. A lot faster. That was a lot faster than the other one. Okay, so let me do this one again. This piece of paper with the lace. And then we're gonna sew. So, hello Maggie, welcome. So let's get this sewn on. Okay, we got another little piece we have to add. Okay. If you have a sharp tool, which I don't know, like I said, I don't know where my sharp tool went. It's probably on the floor. Oh, you know what? I see it now. Oh, I just see it. This tool would have made it easier with the paper anyways. With the paper specifically. Okay, so let's get going on this one. Okay, so let's use this piece of fabric first. So you gotta make sure you use the right side of the fabric, of course. And then of course I I could do the ruffles with this too. However, I tend to poke myself. I'm not going to lie. I do tend to poke myself. So I do like this too. Again, I just end up poking myself. That's why I don't use it that much. But that one would have made the paper ones even easier. That little poke tool. Okay. So a little poke tool, make the plate. Next one. Okay. You gotta get it kind of even off to the side because you don't want to poke through a hole through your paper. Whew, this project is finished. It's just so like special. Okay, let me get this piece of fabric here. Do any of your family members do any crafts? My little brother likes to draw. And my mom and my grandma, they like to crochet. Pretty much most of the women in my family crochet. They all eventually learn to crochet and do that. And my husband's here, so I'm going to have to cut this episode short. But I got a couple of them done. Like, again, this is not the fastest. This is not the fastest project by any means whatsoever. And then I forgot to add, and then my lace is going out of place. Okay. I'm going all out of whack right here. It just went south. But that's okay because I gotta go. Okay, you guys. Well, I will be here tomorrow at 1 p.m. my normal time. Some of this is good, some of it is not good, so I'll have to cut it off. But anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight on this late night craft night. I will be here tomorrow during the day, and I'll be doing some other crafty junk journal related things. So thank you guys for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys learned something, and I hope you guys try this out. Like I said, it's not the fastest project at all, but it is fun and it is cute. It's definitely cute, but time consuming, but the end result is adorable. So again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.